Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of ERP Unboxing. Today we're going to dive into the healthcare sector with a case study of a pharmaceutical wholesaler and distributor. I'm just going to walk you through their current workflows, how they're currently using the ERP system that I implemented for them. They mainly wanted to digitize their selling and procurement processes, as well as keep a track of their inventory as well as their financials. So for that, we implemented an accounting module as well as an inventory module. So we're gonna start with the selling side, how everything is currently set up. So let's go to that. All right. This is the selling side, and if you go into the items, so these items is the items that they have in store. All right, let's just open the first one, insulin. So we have configured the inventory in a way that when they reach a certain level, we set a reorder rule that allows them, let's say the procurement manager, if an item reaches reorder level of 10, the system would automatically send out a notification that they need to reorder or restock some item. So the reorder quantity for this item would be 50. So the purchase manager or the procurement person would then get a notification via email. This is what it would look like. All right, so this is the email that they will get. Following material requests have been raised automatically based on items reorder level. So they'll be able to see the items that they need to restock, for which warehouse, and the quantity as well. And if we go back to the selling side, all right, let's go over a sales workflow, how they're currently selling their items. All right, let's add a new sales order. And if you click on the customer side, we can select the ones that we currently have, or we can create a new customer from scratch. So we're just gonna use the ones that we currently have. All right, Greenfield Pharmacy. And we're gonna add the items that they want to buy. I'm gonna use, all right, let's select the quantity as well. Let's use 35. Let's add another item as well. Paracetamol. Let's use 35 as well. We also need a delivery date. So today is a Monday. So let's set it for tomorrow morning. All right. And if we save and submit this, would be able to also see, let's say if it's the salesperson, they'll be able to see if these items are available in the warehouse. So let me just submit this to confirm it. And I have a new tab here that says to deliver and build this order. But I also need to check if I have these items in stock. So from the create button, I'm gonna create a pick list. So this will show me, all right, insufficient stock. Let's go back. All right, insufficient stock, 13 units of, this is the item code, 005 is not available in any of the warehouses. So for this, we need to create a separate purchase order. So I think the delivery date would need to change for 13 of these items so that we'll be able to deliver them in time when the purchase order comes through. So we can then proceed with the items that we have in stock and also inform the customer that there's going to be a delay on their order. So let's proceed with the items that we have. All right, so for this item code WHP005, we now have 22 quantities that are available in stock. We'd initially selected 35, but we're just going to proceed with the sales order and then also do another delivery when we purchase the remaining. So let's save and proceed. I'm going to just submit this to confirm it. I also need to create a delivery note for this. Create a delivery note. All right. And I'm going to have to save and submit this. All right, I also need to create a delivery trip. So this will be assigning this task to our driver. So our driver has access to the system as well. So whenever we create a delivery trip, they'll be automatically assigned via email that they've a trip that they need to complete. I'm just gonna select the details that I need. Departure time. This will be for tomorrow. So 18. All right, and the customer's details are automatically put. The customer name, the address. Also need to save and submit this. All right, this is now scheduled. The driver now has this trip that they need to fulfill. And if I go back, also be able to notify the customer via email. So let's go back to the sales order and create a purchase order for the remaining items that we are not available in any of our warehouses. All right, so let's create the purchase order for the items that are not available for this. So if I go into the purchase order, I only select items that I need, create purchase order, and then I also need to edit the quantity. I only need 13 items, but for safety, I'm just gonna select 15. The required date, let's say tomorrow. Supplier, we're gonna use Healthcare Labs. All right. And let's select the warehouse as well. Save and submit this. All right, once I receive the items, I'll need to create a receipt and create payment for this as well. Let's create a purchase receipt. All right. So I'm gonna save and submit this. And also need to create a register payment for this as well. All right, I'm gonna have to create an invoice first. All right, save and then submit. And then I have to create payment for this. Mode of payment was cash. Paid amount. All right, save. Save and submit. All right, I'll be able to see my accounting ledger from here. All right. Let's go back to the initial sales order that we created and add another delivery note for these items that we purchased. I also need to refresh this for this unpaid button to change, since I already registered the payment for it. All right, I just needed to refresh my browser and the payment status has changed. So now I need to go back to our initial sales order and create a delivery trip, another delivery trip for these items that we purchased. All right, here's our Greenfields Pharmacy. Let's create another pick list. All right, and then it automatically pulls the items that we left from the first pick list. So we only need 13. This was the balance. So let's save this pick list and go ahead and create a delivery note. Create a delivery note. All right, also need to, oh sorry, I need to submit this as before I proceed. All right, now I need to create a delivery trip. And I just have to select my driver, the vehicle, as well as the departure time. Since this is for Tuesday, let's just select Wednesday, since this is a follow-up that's gonna come after the first delivery trip that we created. So I'm just gonna select Wednesday the 19th and save and submit. Then I'm gonna also notify the client via either email or WhatsApp. Right now, I only have an email configured for the system, so I can just send this. Now I need to register payment for the items that we sold. So let's go back to our sales order. It shows it needs to be billed. So let's create a sales invoice first. This will be requesting for payment. All right. Let's save and submit. And also register the payment for this as well. Mode of payment with cash. Looks correct. And it's just gonna submit. All right, so this is the workflow for the buying and the procurement cycle. I'm also able to see the ledgers as well. All right, so everything can be done within one system without the need of additional systems. So for my accounting, it's already integrated with the system as well as my inventory. I don't need to go into another system when I'm selling items to a customer to check if I have those items in store. I just click a button and it shows me my inventory without the need of going into another system. And another thing that I have is the ability to see dashboards for each module. So for the selling side, we have a dashboard. It will show you your annual sales, the sales orders to deliver, the ones that need to be billed, your active customers, You also have graphs below. You can see your top customers. Right now, top customer is Sunrise Nursing Home. You also have a sales order analysis, which will show you amount to bill and the total billed amount. All right, item-wise annual sales. So this is pay item that you have in your warehouses. This is an item code. We also have these dashboard for the procurement side, the buying side as well. So if I open this and go into my dashboard, I'll also be able to see my annual purchases, purchase orders to receive, as well as purchase orders to bill, your active suppliers, and below you have some graphs as well, which shows you your top suppliers, your purchase order analysis, and your purchase request analysis. And for the procurement side as well, there's something that we did. We set an authorization rule. So if a purchase manager wants to procure some items for the company, they would need approval from either the finance manager or the accounts person. So we have an authorization rule. Let me just open authorization rule list and authorization rule. So they are not able to confirm a purchase order. They can create the purchase order, but then their supervisor, either the finance manager or an accounts person, would need to go through the purchase order first, and then they have to confirm it. And the procurement person can then proceed with the purchase order. So currently, before the implementation, this process was done manually. So they had to create purchase orders from using Microsoft Word and print out the physical copies, and they have to go to the finance manager's office. So that process was a bit tedious. So with this, it can be just done online. Once a purchase order is created, the procurement person cannot submit or confirm it. It needs to be approved by either the finance manager or their supervisor. So that approval will be like a signature. So that will be the approval that they can proceed with the purchase order. I'm just gonna leave this as it is for now. All right. If I go into my accounting, I have multiple reports. Let's just start with the dashboards that we had from here. All right. This is the full overview of the accounting module. You're able to see your outgoing bills and incoming bills as well, your total incoming payments, as well as the outgoing payments. And if we go into the dashboards, it'll show you the same thing, as well as a profit and loss statement. All right, and below we have some graphs. And this is customizable as well. So we can customize it to fit the metrics that you'd want to track. All right, yeah, that's it for the accounting side. And our stock, let's just open and see our dashboard that we have. All right, total active items. These are the items that we have in stock. If you have multiple warehouses, you'll be able to track the activities of each. This is your stock value. and below we have some graphs that shows you your purchase receipts trends, delivery trends as well. All right, and that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.